Hey, hey, it's your boy Beatloafs. Starting off a new series today at a specific request. We're gonna try out a simple, basic, hardcore world, no mods, no nothing, no fluff, no skyblock. We're gonna see how it goes. We're calling it Loafcore. Been dying to hype back on Minecraft for a while, and I think hardcore, like a true hardcore run, is just what I need. I have not fiddled with my shaders at all. This is a brand new instance, so bear with me on the performance and the look of the game. We might have to fiddle a little bit, but for the time being, this is what the game will look like. Definitely gonna lower some settings, but you know, I like the game looking a certain way, and this is kind of that. But anyway, let's get her going. So I'm thinking with the series, limited cuts, very limited, like only if I had to leave or something like that. But not gonna cut progress, probably not too many time lapses or anything like that. Just simple, back to basics, Minecraft footage, like back in the day, like you're watching YouTube in 2016. I think that's what we're going for. I'm not really sure what I'm planning on doing, like base wise. Definitely gonna put some redstone in this world. That's kind of my thing. But I've never been good with the architecture, so we're gonna try some new stuff, and see if we can get out of our comfort zone a little bit. Fumbling a little bit. There we go. Get just a smidge more wood before we get some stone. I don't know if we should immediately start going mine. I mean, we probably should upgrade tools immediately. It's what everyone does. I don't know why I made a wood axe. I think me recording's got me playing off my game a smidge. There we go. Did I not? What am I doing? Alright, maybe we take the jump to copper in this world. I mean, it's right in front of us. Might as well make some tools out of this. You know, some of the subliminary stuff, maybe like a copper shovel, maybe some copper armor, just to get us going before we get a ton of iron. I don't think there's any chance we touch villagers today, so stuff like an iron farm might have to wait for a few episodes. But it's definitely happening. I do love. That's why I'm so into Palworld right now. Just the ability to like age yourself out of certain parts of the game so that you can focus on later level, like end game stuff is just so neat to me. So like never having to mine iron again, even though like you're losing a part of the game, which I guess has its downsides. I think it's really cool. Just the ability to, um, not have to worry about such small scale stuff now that you're at this certain point of the game. But the thing with Minecraft is I've done this so many times. I've played for so many hours that like every mechanic I already know. But with Palworld, everything was new, so I'm like not optimized at all. And I'm not playing this optimized. I'm not trying to speedrun the game, but nothing's new, apart from stuff that can happen later. I'm curious if cushions are in this instance I'm playing actually, because I kind of want to try building with them a little bit. I'm playing on Modrinth right now just to get shaders up and running easily. I could do some finagling if I needed to convert it back to a vanilla, world. But I just did that in case I wanted to, add some resource packs or anything like that later down the line. Because I figured it would be easier than converting it later, just to have it as a mod pack right now. But since we're in hardcore, and I don't have to worry about ever coming back from spawn, so long as a creeper doesn't blow up my bed and I like get back from the end or something. I think it's high time I find at least somewhere for a temporary base, just to get my stuff situated. A lot of dogs here. This high ground here will give me some vantage point as to what we should do. I will be getting that pig. Wow. There we go. Oh, okay. A little abandoned nether portal. Let's see what we got. Nothing at the moment. And I definitely will be using the crafting guides. It's just for stuff like furnaces, crafting tables, all the stuff I've built a million times. I like trying not to use it as much. Just for like, I don't know. I get not authenticity's sake, but maybe nostalgia. There we go. What do we got? Frostwalker boots, projectile protection, curse of vanishing. Curse of vanishing does not matter here. I do like the fortune hoe though. Bane of Arthropods axe, doesn't mind that. That's not too bad. I don't mind that haul one bit. That means we can hold off on everything else. Maybe I'll make a copper sword. Just to keep things interesting, because we're never going to see that again. You know what I mean? And I think I'm just going to save the rest for later. We desperately need some food. I know we have the pork chop, which I do need to cook up. And I do see this little mine here, which just made me curious. Maybe we get some... I'm thinking we get some base level iron. Now remember, we are in hardcore, and I do see that skeleton, so I'm going to take a little bit of precaution. Maybe I do take some time. Get some tools. Okay. Or just bum rush in. I was trying to get 2 more cobblestone to make another furnace, but, you know. That projectile protection's coming through, though. It's nice. I hear him still. If I had a single iron, I would make, I'd make a shield right now. But this copper sword might have to do. Where did he go? I hear him. Oh, there you... Oh, it's just... Oh, okay. Oh, yikes. Okay, he's low, though. Definitely low. Little action at the start of the world. No biggie. I can see that becoming a problem. Okay, I still hear arrows. There he is. I was gonna say, like, how many does it take? Alright, he's gone. That's nice. Need food desperately. Need some armor, though, too. Alright. I will do the rest of the copper later. Oh my god, I had pants this whole time. There we go. Got a little basic kit. Nothing crazy, but definitely helpful. I'm going to focus on food before I even think about going down that cave again. The not having the ability to heal is pretty detrimental, and I'm not planning on living off rotten flesh down there. So maybe we don't focus on the base just yet. We got to make sure we can actually survive in this world. I am noticing some minor lag. Let's fix that real quick. Not do anything too crazy here. I don't want to be in here too long. Let's do medium settings, maybe not very high or whatever it was stepped up before. I could fiddle with it a little more, and I might do that off recording, and I might lower the lighting a smidge, just a smidge. I might even change to a completely different shader pack altogether. I'm not sure. I'm getting immediate feedback here that the lighting is a little too bright, which might be accurate. I just downloaded complementary shaders because I figured they're definitely the most common. They're the most downloaded on both CurseForge and Modrinth. So I figured people would be used to them, but maybe it's a little too much. So I might go to like, definitely not Soulless, because I know that one's even like more. That one's even more like not demanding, but noticeably different. Like I love the look of this kind of thing, but it is pretty bright. I will admit that. So let's slaughter some cows real quick, get this cooking up, and then I'm gonna look into. I might pause the recording as this cooks to look into maybe a better shader pack and fix this up real quick. Let's see here. Let's get this going. Sorry, I'm cooking up your friends, but I need you too. This is a massive little herd of cows. This is very useful right now because we were so low on food. Oh, there's even more. This is insane. Like the first batch isn't even done cooking yet, and I have 10 more raw beef. So this should definitely help for the first mining expedition. We might be good for the time being. After these few, I got some chicken here as well. Okay. Alright. Let's cook this up and then maybe figure out a new shader real quick. And for the time being, to not have a really bad start to this little run we got going on, I am going to dig myself a hole and be pausing for a second. Alright. Just switched the entire shader pack, but now we got some new. Now we got food cooking, you know, finally, which is nice. It's much less bright. I mean, we haven't seen daytime yet, but this is much more chill, I think. I do love how the moon looks, too. I just love how shaders look, really. Like, I've used them for so long now, it's hard not using them. I kind of want to just go mining. Maybe I should just start digging. Okay, we got some more copper. That's nice. Definitely not what we need right now, so I might just skip on ahead. We do need more copper stuff, though, like copper tools and whatnot. So let me craft another furnace. We're going to cook up all this copper that we have. Oh. Running low on coal. Hopefully we find some of that while down here. But I'd love to get a copper helmet and then maybe, I don't know, a copper pickaxe. If that's any better than stone, I'm not honestly sure. I'm sure, I think it is. It has to be. It's a little bit more rare than stone. Going at it the old-fashioned way. Just hoping to find some quick iron here so we can upgrade the pick, move on from Stone Age all entirely. If this breaks, we'll just go up, make some copper tool, make the copper stuff I wanted, grab the furnaces, and move on until we find a nice, you know, little open mine. You know, it's hard not loving the sound of picking up Minecraft dropped items. It's just so nice. That little bubble pop, like it's ingrained in everyone's minds, and it's like so iconic. Okay. Got a little opening here, which is nice. I hate that vine so much, because in certain environments, it really does look like a diamond ore. Let's mark our way out, just so we can get back to those furnaces. Hoping to keep this stone pickaxe until we absolutely get some... Oh, iron, okay. B3, please. Oh, it's much more than 3. Fantastic. We're out of the Stone Age, which is very nice. But that does mean we have to go back up to the... back up to the top of this mine. Let's go grab both of those furnaces. Bring them down here. Make some iron stuff. And keep on going. I don't know how much longer this mine goes on for. So, this might be a fool's errand, but we'll check it out regardless. And while we're mining, we can cook some more stuff, but I just want it to be closer to me. I hear Skelly down there, so I'm going to ignore that. Where is that iron? Where is the iron? What? Oh. Okay, then. Nice. Nice. I don't know why the raw iron texture is just broken. Oh my god, levers. Levers are broken. That's granite. Granite's broken too. Oh my god, my game's broken. Let me go fix this. Alright, we're back at it. Gonna apply these new shaders yet again. Hopefully, these ones are much more chill, like much more low-key. So hopefully no more issues, no more too light or anything like that. I think we're okay. Oh my god, everything's broken now. Oh my god. What is happening? So, you know, I think for the time being, since too many shaders were a problem, and the other shaders I had just weren't functioning, I think we might keep it back to basics, and just do no shaders. If we find a light, low-key one, later down the line, we'll switch it back up. But I don't think anyone minds just standard old Minecraft, although I do miss the offhand torch. That was very nice. But we're going back to basics here. Yeah, you know, as ugly as this is, it's what I know, so it's fine by me. Oh, there is more coal. Alright. Let's get these furnaces going. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, meat, of course. And let's cook up that rest of that iron, and then after that we'll do copper. Oh, and we can make a copper helmet, because we might as well. We're not going to be using copper much longer. Don't need this in the offhand any longer. Like, I don't even think it's worth wasting the coal on smelting copper right now if we're going full into iron and we have a full set of tools and armor, you know. Don't need to grind copper anymore for basic tools and whatnot. Let's just keep looking for iron. I'm thinking this cave has seen the end of its fruitfulness here. Wow. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, that might not be fun, though. Let's block that at the source. No, that's not happening. Okay. Then what will happen is I'm just going to dig around it, and we're going to hope that this doesn't hit me and end the world. Okay. Okay. Great. Awesome. That was really scary. I really thought that was going to expand in. I'm very curious how those kind of physics work, like with liquid spreading in Minecraft, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I know there are like Minecraft giga nerds that like know how that works with like whether there's a block underneath it or above it or something like that. There's some sort of like rule that decides whether water will spread sideways or not, or just go down in a straight like tunnel pipe. But I don't know what those rules are. Alright, it is nice having a sword and a shield again. I do have to really watch my back. Wow, I'm glad I said that. There we go. Because just, you know, the fear of losing this progress is so daunting. Like, I played I briefly tried doing a hardcore Skyblock world, and in Skyblock, your entire world is, you know, a small island until you expand it. And so dying is much easier because, I mean, any dark block means instant, you know, hostile mobs, and yeah, they want to kill you very quickly, which is no fun. So I started over that video like 5 times before I just gave up. And then Power World fully released, and I started playing that, but I was asked to play this, and I don't know if the people watching this, as in the one person, would really want to watch me, you know, mess around in a game that isn't really understood. Plus, this is much more chill. Just to sit back, watch me mine, watch me craft, all the above. Gotta make sure torches are out and about, because while I can see the coal, I don't know if the video can, for one, and for two, it's not a very interesting thing to watch, just to see pure darkness. So I'm gonna make sure to place more torches from now on. Ugh. Was I already here? No, that's just that stupid vine thing. A little bit more iron. How'd we do on this little brief trip? We got 21 left there. Almost a full set of armor, which we should upgrade as soon as possible, just because of, you know, our fears of losing this world. Also, an iron sword would be pretty nice. Pretty nice. Stuff like iron axe, iron shovel, I'm not as concerned with upgrading as soon as possible. Right now, my concern is getting out of here, which I do see another exit. Let's get this. Let's get as much coal as we can. Reliable fuel sources are a later game thing. Once we have a base location set up, I could probably set up dried kelp. I don't really love auto carpet farms for easy, fast fuel, because I love farms, but those like dupe ones just seem so cheaty. And granted, like, I have no problem with like sand duping, because there's no other way to do it, and it's so necessary for late game stuff. Like, if you want a lot of concrete, you're sand duping. You're always doing that. Unless, you know, you're just decimating deserts. But, no one needs that many carpets, and carpet string is farmable. So, you know, doing something like that is just no fun. Look at the panda. Look at the panda. Oh, nice melons. Okay. We can plant these. I am definitely getting rid of that leaf litter. I never liked that addition. I thought it was just, you know, more inventory slog, more stuff to cloud you up while you're trying to get stuff that's actually useful. And that's all it was. Like, that was my first thought as I saw it. I was like, oh, you mean the stuff I have to rake up in my own house, I now have to get rid of my inventory in Minecraft? This is going to be so annoying. And sure enough, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but, like, who's building with those? I don't get who wants to just put brown junk on their floors. But to each their own, I suppose. I'm going to switch to chicken until I finish it off to save another inventory slot. And then I think we ditch these for sure. Do not need 3 golden boots. Oh, sheep. Fantastic. Oh, so much brown sheep. We're making a brown bed, ladies and gentlemen. I might do some shears, actually. We do have the resources. Optimal wool, you know. What am I dropping here? Wow. Wow. I am struggling right now. Depth strider 3. Yeah, we don't need that. Not gonna worry about the light the gray. Wow, this is a lot of sheep. I'll just do solo brown. For the jeez, man, this is crazy. There's a lot of sheep. I'll get enough for 2 stacks of this, and I'm not worried about more. I just like food not being an issue early game, you know. Just having a dense amount of it at your base is nice. So you can focus on like getting everything up and going. I might even grab that sugarcane, even though and like 1 bamboo, because it's gonna be necessary, and I don't want to have to come back here if this is not where I end up basing up at some point. Like looking for the first item to then farm millions of them. Just looking for that first one sometimes is pretty dang annoying. Yeah, bundles are a thing. Do I have a lot of leather? I do have a decent amount. I need string, I think. I think it's like 1 string and like 6 leather, something like that. I've not made that many bundles in my time. All the newer items, you know, I'm not as versed with. I've obviously used them because I did have a pretty recent world. It was modded though, but it was really nice. I don't need sticks. I mean, I need sticks, but I'm much more easy to get rid of a few sticks here than some feathers, because even though you use feathers for nothing, they're just it's so much easier to rebate those sticks. Like, what am I using feathers for, realistically? Books? No, books are pages and leather. What am I talking about? Feather, the arrow crafting recipe, which no one uses because they have a mob farm and then they have skeleton arrows. Book and quill. I must be forgetting something. Are feathers really that useless? I know potion of leaping, obviously. But, like, you know. There's a lot of chicken. Apple seems gratuitous. If I really need apples at some point, I can farm apples pretty easily. Alright. Sorry for the brief pause there. So we do have the wool for a bed now, so we can do a base. I do like this open area. This is very generic Minecraft-y, though. I will say that for sure. There goes the axe. That was bound to happen at some point. Let's just do that. Wow. Remember the sticks I didn't need? Nice. I just want to keep on the bones because I feel like they're... Oh, wooden axe. Wow. How did I not see that before? We just need a little bit more wood. I would definitely like my first house to not be a dirt hut, you know? Of course, I don't want it to be the wood log in the corners, wood planks in the middle, square block that it is at the beginning of every world possible. Why am I surrounded by jungle? I just escaped jungle and now there's even more. This is absurd. I just wanted to find like I'm definitely not building an acacia, but... Oh, village. Alright. Alright. Looks like I'm building over here. First tent base is going to be at the top of this peak here. I can get to a jungle should I need. I can get to a village should I need. I feel like this is a decent spot. Difficult to decide things without direct feedback immediately, but I feel like this is just going to have to do. So I don't want to build too close. I like being able to see it, though. It gives you a sense of community. You know what I mean? For now, every home, every important, memorable home starts with 2 things. This and this. And then with this, we can then make a bed. It's going to be a brown bed, which is just so lovely. Look at that chocolate bed. Bang. Sweet dreams indeed. Don't gotta worry about setting spawn points. But, you know, I just wanted to skip that night. That's very nice. Alright. So, now we're going to smelt up the rest of this because we have a lot of coal, which is fantastic. We are going to build... Let me think. Stone cutter, perhaps? I might actually look this up. What? What do I need for a stone cutter? I know I need to smelt... I need to smelt... I hate that you have to unlock recipes. It's so weird. I think once I smelt the stone, it'll be fine. Let me make a double chest here. Okay, a single chest. Also, I'm so used to Power World. You just hit take all. There's a sort button. You don't have to do all this yourself, but I just want to drop off some stuff here. You know. Have that. Can I now make a stone cutter? I knew it. Alright, what am I missing? Yeah, iron. Okay, what are my options again? Maybe we do like... I'm trying to think of like a way that we can integrate some things. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to do a house with a dark oak roof with stone brick walls going down like pillars. But dark oak might be an issue early game here. You know, I'm not seeing any dark oak nearby. Worst comes to worst, we would obviously get the seed, like hit a quick little slash seed. Bank, there you go if anyone needs it. I could see where the closest dark oak biome is. I just think that would look really nice. But for the time being, this is what we got. We do also have some jungle wood. No, we don't. I was just in a jungle this whole time. No jungle wood. I mean, I can go get some. But I don't want to. Could I do anything with acacia? No, probably not. It's like some inspo here. If they do, yeah, that's what I would do too. Oak pillars in... Oak log pillars in the corners, cobblestone in between. This is a tough one. Yeah, this is really not my strongest suit, designing bases. Like, if I wasn't recording right now, this is what I would do. Bang, bang. Up like 3 or 4. Bang, bang. Up 3 or 4. Do another one. That's the base. But I really want to do something different. I just don't know what. You know, I don't think the logs, like the side of the logs of these acacia trees, look that bad. Maybe we can do something with this. I had a world with my girlfriend called Milk and Mocha. And, because that's just bears we liked at the time. But anyway, in our little basement of that world, we had, like, this elevator. And I don't even know if this is the right world I'm talking about, but our most recent world anyway. We had this elevator of different floors. And each floor was the same design, but a different wood palette. And I don't think we ever did an acacia one, because the orange is just such a... I just hate how acacia planks look. But I did actually find that I like these sides here. Like, if you don't see the orange, which you can actually make versions where you don't see the orange, it's actually a really nice block. It's just that, like, nice, like, medium gray. So maybe we can do something with that. I'm not sure how we're going to mix in the other limited resources we have, but we'll do what we can here. Let's take a look. How to go up. Again, I don't want to do a square here, but just from the side, yeah. Like, I think that's really smart. Like, not knowing there's a big, ugly orange thing on top. That's really nice. This would go really well with either mangrove wood. No, this would just go really well with mangrove wood. And I'm curious about that new wood as well. I'm curious to try that out. But the one that just got, like, snapshot. No, I don't know if it's in snapshots. It might be. But it was announced alongside the sulfur biome and the sulfur cubes. Wait, so shouldn't it be out? Aren't sulfur cubes in this update? The cushion's in the next one, right? I honestly don't know. I do not know. So we decided we're using these as like our base block, yeah. And then we got some of these. I just think that's such a busy look. Like, this is much smarter. Can we undo it in this stone cutter? We cannot. Now we have that forever. I just feel like it's going to be very gray without something to break it up. And I really wanted, like, a darker wood. Like, spruce would have been lovely there. But we just have nothing here. I wonder how complicated this saddle recipe is. Maybe I can tame a horse and start exploring a little bit more. But it looks like what we're going to have to do, cook us some of that, make this. Let's make us some armor. Blast protection actually wasn't the worst thing in the world there. Alright, and now that we have an open inventory, we actually get more food now, which is very nice. Forget, is it oh, it's hoe. It's a hoe that breaks hay bales sooner. We're going swashbuckling for a little bit. I'll steal that. Don't mind if I do. It'll be very useful. I love how the golems don't get mad that we open their chests or steal their stuff, but if you poke them on accident, then they lose their minds. Little mark there that we've looked at that. I don't need a cauldron. This ain't Skyblock when cauldrons are like the best item in the game. I already have seeds. That's what those are, right? That's a carrot, though. That's a potato. Bang, bang. I usually replace things, but it's only the one. We now have every food, just like that. What a speedrun. I've never seen a farmland like that where it's so evenly split. This is a horrible village, by the way, but it's a close source of villagers, which is all I really needed. So that's fine by me. Stock up on the hay bales at some point. Get some cows going. I forgot they have different kind of eggs now, too. Not as concerned with the wool anymore. Especially since we're getting so many different kinds. Do I see any spruce / dark oak in this area? I don't believe I do. I'm going to run out a little bit more here. Like, this happens in every world I make. It's always a trip to find the wood I want. Autumn mechanic. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Well, since villagers are so close, we might actually do some villagers. Well, not this episode. You know, keeping them short and sweet, making small bits of progress here and there. So definitely not this episode, but maybe next episode. Maybe we get into a villager breeder pretty early on. You know, jump into the diamond age as soon as possible. Villager breeder. Automatic. Don't have to worry about food. And then from there, villager trading hall. Get us some resource. Get us some emeralds. Get us some diamond tools, diamond armor. Enchants. God mode already. We should probably mine a little bit. If we're trying to keep it OG. Maybe just a smidge. Let's see if we can't just make something. We're gonna do what I said we weren't gonna do, and we're just gonna throw something together, keep us away from the elements while we're working. Okay. Oh, too short. Now the question is, what kind of door? I think... I mean, I don't think it matters, because we're not showing any of this acacia in this build right now, so we could do a wood door. Do a little bang, 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 bang. Oh. Something like that. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to sleep anyway. Definitely need a roof. Definitely need some windows. But for a little shack for day one, it'll do. Something a little different because I never use acacia. Now for the roof, that's where this gets difficult. Because if I do a stone one, that looks like a prison. I mean, it already does. It definitely needs a colored roof. But if I do oak, I feel like it'll just clash. We can try it. We could definitely try it. I don't need logs anymore. I think this crafting recipe is absolutely absurd. What is that? 6 planks for 4 frickin' stairs. Let's see. Ignoring the orange. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I actually think I might use the orange. Hear me out. This might be bonkers. Oh, no! Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I did hear. I heard the sizzle. I heard the crackle. But we reacted in time. We moved slightly forward. And our armor did save us. So, let's be happy that, you know, we prepared as much as we did. We did not lose all our progress. Already. That would have been a really embarrassing first death. I need 2 of these. And then, I have an idea about the roof. Oh, well, if I am doing, I am going to have to make acacia doors. But, I think, what if we did, like, shingles? Like, out of this. Another stone type. Go up another 2. So we need 2 more of those. Yep. Just in case. Okay, looks like we're gonna need more of this. But thoughts? So if we build out one, give it some dimension. Something along those lines. What are our thoughts? It's just so weird up top. I don't even hate the idea. And you know what? If we get some more acacia and we throw some understairs, it might not be horrible because it'll reduce that just a smidge. Been saying just a smidge a lot. It's kind of annoying. But hey, that's alright. I'm not going to keep any more of these. Okay, let's do that. And then if we were to finish this, go, there, and then 1 out, of course. Always go 1 out. Give it some dimension. No, that's much better. That's much better. That's something cute. For sure. I don't mind that one bit. Obviously not Forever Base. Forever Base ain't even gonna be on this grassy area at all. But for something that'll get us through the first few days, it's not too bad. It could be much bigger. You know, I'd love to have future-proof this. But I just want to end this episode on a high note. And the fact that, you know, we got a little shack going on. Of course, a shack without enough wood to finish that shack. So we need a little bit more. You're curious how long we've been recording for. 44 minutes seems like a pretty good length for a first video. Some hiccups here and there, but you know, getting used to this kind of thing. Definitely, you know, not my strongest suit. Did this because I was asked to, but I feel like it became more natural as time went on. So that's good. I gotta work on getting out that dead air. Because there's times when, like, I'd always pretend to be a YouTuber when I was a kid, or if I'm bored while gaming or whatever. Like, pretend to be talking to an audience. But when you're pretending, you can stop whenever you want. You don't actually have to keep that going. Keep that energy flowing for, you know, an hour, 45 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. And those 10-minute videos are usually like hours long, just edited down. But if I'm doing an unedited video of just constant content, it's gotta be interesting. And, like, I don't know if I'm bringing that right now. This is a certain style that I'm, like how I'm talking right now and how this video is gonna be done is very similar to a YouTuber called Wired LP. Because he's my girlfriend's, like, favorite YouTuber right now. She likes his second account, his Wired Spam account, a lot. Because it's all, like, unedited videos. It's like how Minecraft used to be. And she actually said, she was like, would you record me a Minecraft video for me to fall asleep to? Which I thought was just the sweetest thing in the world. So I was like, yeah, of course. I did that, like, literally 10 minutes later. I got out of my shower and I was like, okay, I guess this is what I'm doing tonight. And here I am. So, you know, I don't know how long this will go. I hope it, you know, lasts a little while. Maybe it garners some sort of audience. I don't know. But all I do know is I'm probably not going to play for much longer. I got to turn on the Palworld server for my boys so they can play. Because, of course, I volunteered to host because I want to play more than they do. But that might not have been the case. I just like being able to play whenever I want, you know? Do need just a bit more of that. Just 2 more, actually. I think with the rest, I will cook this food here. And would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a base with way too many holes. Sand. We ain't ending this video just yet. We need the space to be compact. We don't need too much of these. And I'm not really worried about having extra because later on we'll have better tools or we'll get this much faster, but I just want to grab a little bit for the time being. Like that should do. That should definitely be enough for the base. I still cannot believe that there's no glass doors in Minecraft. I feel like that's such a slam dunk easy thing to do, and it's like so obvious. So many mods have glass doors. Like Minecraft Bedrock add-ons add glass doors. They're a thing extremely common in real life. I don't see why they're not in Minecraft. Granted, it's not really the farmy style. It's more of a modern thing. But I just feel like it makes so much sense. Wow. Wow. Stimming. I'm probably going to do glass panes just to speed up this process a bit. But also, they look kind of nice, you know? Again, more dimension is a huge thing. If you have just one, like, flat... One thing I do know about building, because I don't know much about building, is that one flat wall is not usually the best look. It's nice to have a little bit of give and take, a little bit of up and down, in and out. Is it that? Oh, there we go. I'm usually a glass block enthusiast, but I think this adds some flair. And look at that. It ain't much, but it's home, and it's going to be our home for a little while. Not very space efficient at all, but we can go up, probably move stuff around. Yeah, because those are stairs up top, so we can do 5 double chests up this top thing if we really wanted to, but we're not going to. This is merely temporary. You know, move some stuff around. Maybe once I get the villagers... Well, villager breeder is definitely going to be a perma-based thing, so... Maybe we start doing that next episode. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching, if you are here. I appreciate you checking in and checking me out. If you need anything, let me know. If you like the video, let me know. And, yeah. Hey, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.